Running for 30 minutes every day is one of the most transformative habits you can develop for your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And in this comprehensive exploration, we will dive deep into the numerous benefits that this simple yet powerful practice can bring to your life, starting with the most obvious advantage, which is cardiovascular health improvement, because when you run regularly, your heart becomes stronger and more efficient at pumping blood throughout your body, which means that over time your resting heart rate decreases and your heart doesn't have to work as hard to maintain normal bodily functions, and this reduced strain on your cardiovascular system significantly lowers your risk of heart disease, stroke, and other cardiac conditions that are among the leading causes of death worldwide. And studies have consistently shown that people who engage in regular aerobic exercise like running have up to a 50% lower risk of developing cardiovascular disease compared to sedentary individuals. And beyond just disease prevention, running improves your overall circulatory system by increasing the flexibility and health of your blood vessels, which helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels and ensures that oxygen and nutrients are efficiently delivered to all parts of your body, including your brain, muscles, and organs. Moving beyond cardiovascular benefits, running 30 minutes daily has profound effects on weight management and body composition, because this moderate intensity exercise burns approximately 300 to 400 calories per session depending on your weight, speed, and terrain. And over the course of a week, this adds up to a significant caloric expenditure that can help create the deficit needed for weight loss or maintain a healthy weight. And what makes running particularly effective for weight management is not just the calories burned during the activity itself, but also the boost it gives to your metabolism for hours after you finish running, through a phenomenon known as excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC, where your body continues to burn calories at an elevated rate as it works to return to its normal resting state. And additionally, running helps build and maintain lean muscle mass, particularly in your legs, core, and even upper body when proper running form is maintained and muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns more calories even at rest compared to fat tissue. So increasing your muscle mass through regular running helps elevate your basal metabolic rate, making it easier to maintain a healthy weight long-term. The benefits of daily running extend far beyond the physical realm into mental health and cognitive function, where research has shown that aerobic exercise like running is one of the most effective natural treatments for depression, anxiety, and stress, because when you run, your brain releases endorphins, which are often called feel-good chemicals, that create a natural high and sense of well-being that many runners describe as the runner's high. And these endorphins act as natural painkillers and mood elevators, helping to reduce feelings of stress, anxiety, and depression. And beyond endorphins, running also increases the production of other important neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, which play crucial roles in regulating mood, motivation, and emotional stability. And studies have found that regular aerobic exercise can be as effective as medication for treating mild to moderate depression. And the mental health benefits don't stop there, because running also reduces levels of cortisol, which is your body's primary stress hormone, and chronically elevated cortisol levels are associated with numerous health problems, including weight gain, sleep disturbances, weakened immune function, and increased risk of chronic diseases. So by lowering cortisol through daily running, you create a more balanced hormonal environment that supports both physical and mental health. Cognitive function and brain health receive remarkable benefits from a daily 30-minute running routine, because aerobic exercise increases blood flow to the brain, delivering more oxygen and nutrients that support optimal neural function. And research has shown that regular running promotes neurogenesis, which is the creation of new brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus, which is the region of the brain responsible for learning and memory. And this is particularly important as we age, because neurogenesis typically declines with age, but exercise can help maintain and even enhance this process. And studies have demonstrated that people who engage in regular aerobic exercise have better memory, improved concentration, enhanced problem-solving abilities, and greater mental clarity compared to sedentary individuals. And running has also been shown to increase levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, which is a protein that supports the survival of existing neurons and encourages the growth and differentiation of new neurons and synapses. And higher levels of BDNF are associated with improved learning, better memory, and reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. And in fact, research suggests that regular aerobic exercise can reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease by up to 40%, which is a staggering statistic that highlights just how powerful running can be for long-term brain health. Sleep quality is another area where daily running shows tremendous benefits, because regular physical activity helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which is your body's internal clock that governs sleep-wake cycles. And when you run consistently, your body becomes better at recognizing when it's time to be alert and when it's time to rest, leading to more consistent sleep patterns and easier time falling asleep at night. And exercise also increases the amount of deep sleep you get, which is the most restorative phase of sleep, where your body repairs tissues, builds muscle, and strengthens the immune system. And people who exercise regularly report falling asleep faster, experiencing fewer nighttime awakenings, and waking up feeling more refreshed and energized. And the relationship between exercise and sleep is bidirectional, meaning that better sleep also improves your running performance and recovery, creating a positive cycle where each element reinforces the other. And adequate sleep is crucial for muscle recovery, hormone regulation, immune function, and mental health. So the sleep improvements that come from daily running have far-reaching effects on your overall well-being. The immune system benefits significantly from moderate regular exercise, like 30 minutes of daily running, because this level of activity helps boost immune function by promoting good circulation, which allows immune cells to move through the body more effectively and detect and respond to potential threats more quickly. And running increases the production of antibodies and white blood cells, which are your body's primary defense against infections and diseases. And studies have shown that people who engage in regular moderate exercise have fewer colds and respiratory infections compared to sedentary individuals. And exercise also helps flush bacteria out of the lungs and airways, reducing your chance of getting sick. And the brief rise in body temperature during and right after running may help your body fight infection better, similar to how a fever works. And it's important to note that moderate exercise, like 30 minutes of running, strengthens immunity, whereas excessive intense exercise without adequate recovery can temporarily suppress immune function. So the 30-minute daily routine hits the sweet spot for immune enhancement, bone density, and joint health improve with regular running, which might seem counterintuitive, since running is a high-impact activity. But research consistently shows that weight-bearing exercises like running actually strengthen bones by stimulating bone-forming cells called osteoblasts, and this is particularly important for preventing osteoporosis, which is a condition characterized by weak, brittle bones that are more susceptible to fractures. And while running does put stress on your joints, when done properly with appropriate footwear and gradual progression, it actually helps strengthen the muscles, ligaments, and tendons that support your joints, and promotes the production of synovial fluid, which lubricates joints and reduces friction. And many studies have found that recreational runners actually have lower rates of knee arthritis compared to sedentary individuals.